Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It's once again I, the Broken Zone, back playing a bit more of Vanquish. So, if I remember correctly, last time we, we messed up. Like, big time. Like, blew a hole in the side of the station. Big time. Yeah. We killed a certain thing. It blew up. And it took out, made a huge hole in the station, and that's not good. Nope. We already have a sniper rifle maxed. See, yeah, shotgun. Nope, not grabbing the HMG. Because we're leveling up our, disc launcher. Yeah, disc launcher next. So yeah, we're kind of in, like, the bowels of the shore, like, I don't know, what would you call this? Yeah, underbelly, bowels.
You're in a zero gravity zone. Take caution.
Roger.
Alright. Nope, not Alfie. So yeah.
I don't have time for this.
Boop. Let's see. This is actually really cool. I love zero Gs. Or I guess this isn't zero G. This is, what would you call this? It's not zero G because you see we're on the floor. Oh. And we're still on the floor, so it's not zero G. Boom. LFE. There we go, a disc launcher. Wait, did all of the other guys die? Well, actually, yeah, of course they did. They were trapped in the spawn area of an enemy, and that killed them. Awesome. Oh no, it didn't. Huh. Not the lock-on laser. So, I realized. Let's see, wait. See, you can tell it's not zero G because we're spinning. Oh, right before I got to. So yeah, because we're spinning, there's artificial gravity. Like, yeah, there's like a 90% chance there's actually artificial gravity. But yeah, so I realized that,
This'll come in handy.
I realized that I was going to talk about Sons of the Forest in my recent Generation Zero, but then I remembered I got distracted by enemies attacking and didn't actually talk about it. And by this time, it's already basically irrelevant at this point. Like, already. And, it's gonna be probably 20 days before this gets uploaded, even. So yeah, gonna be extremely irrelevant by that point. But I'm still gonna talk about it. What is this? Heavy machine? Yeah. They didn't do things good. Oh. I mean, hey, we're finally getting to, Nope. No, I meant to press that button. Oh. Come on. All right. Let's see. So yeah, yeah, they did a lot of things not great. And basically, I think one of the big things that I didn't like how they did was story. Oh crap. Well, hey, more time to talk about. And yeah, I know. Hey, it's a game that's not gonna have a lot of story, and that is completely okay. Wait, what? Did my assault rifle just unlevel itself? Well, frick. Crap. Alright, yeah, so basically, the story. Well, right off the bat, let's talk about Virginia. Yeah, big problem with Virginia. You are sent there, and basically all you know is that you are sent there to find 3 people. A businessman, a billionaire businessman, his wife, and their daughter, which who's named, oh, wouldn't you believe it, her name is Virginia, you know, the mutant girl? Yeah, so Virginia is one of the 3 people you are, like, on the island to find. Like, that is the reason why you are there. And yet, Virginia is just like, you find Virginia and it's like, okay, that's kind of cool. And it's like, there's nothing about it. Like, no, like, story to it. It's just like, oh yeah, you randomly found this girl who's also a mutant. Oh wow, that's cool. It's like, no, this is one of the 3 people you were sent here to find. Why are you, like, underplaying this fact so heavily? Like, this is a very important character in terms of the story. And that is, like, super duper, like,
Packing in. Should be okay.
and then it's just completely ignored in the game. And another thing, what is it, like, you pick up the, you pick up the bag at the start, you unzip it and you get your survival things, and what does it say? It says, go find a Team B or Bravo team or Beta team or whatever it says. And it's like, why? Like, why? Like, do they have supplies? Do they have information? Do they have a base camp set up? Like, none of this is explained. And on top of that, it's like, the goal is to go, like, oh yeah, go find this team. It's like, no, the goal should be find out why your ship was shot down. Like, that is a very important thing to know. And you know what? Maybe if you do that, you find Virginia there. instead of just having just this really important character in the story that's been set up just be randomly found.
Where is the containment wall control panel?
I'll guide you to it.
So yeah, it's sort of like there's those problems, and then there's Kelvin. Kelvin is a huge problem for me.
What's it looking like outside?
There are still some stragglers heading for the shelter.
How much time we got left?
Not sure, but if you don't hurry, internal pressure in the colony will drop below sustainable levels.
Enough of the physics! Just shut the damn blast doors!
We can't do that. You've still got men out there.
Men who were ready to die when they signed up for this mission. You know that!
Let's not give up on them just yet. There's still time.
I don't take orders from DARPA!
So this is how you do things?
Don't you get sentimental with me. How many people you think have already died for this? Failure is not an option now. It never was.
So you fail those men out there instead?
What part of Marines complete the mission did you not understand? We do what has to be done. I don't pick and choose how. You go ahead. I'll make sure our rear flank is covered.
This high-speed elevator can take us right up to the enemy position.
You really think this is gonna be the lifeline that drags the U.S. out of recession?
History should lend credence to that theory.
Even with the sacrifice of San Francisco?
I never planned for that to happen. But sacrifice of some sort is unavoidable.
This is not the time or the place for regrets. The ends come before the means now.
Then I will let you handle the means.
And I will bring about the ends.
Let's go!
Oh no, we are 100% gonna have to fight him at some point. Crap. But yeah, on to what I was saying. Kelvin, yeah, my main problem is that, like, Kelvin needed to have been explained. Like, just something beforehand. It's like, come on, man. It's like, Kelvin is gonna be your companion, but, like, we know nothing about Kelvin. For all we know...
Sam, you're almost up to the colony core.
Almost. Jesus, this place is much bigger than it looks from space.
I'm orbiting nearby, in case you need me.
Good. Don't go anywhere.
So yeah, for Kelvin, it's kind of like, cool. This is your companion. This is like a character you're supposed to like you're supposed to like. This is clearly supposed to be a like character that's like, oh yes, I'm going to protect this character, and I like this character, and it's a cool character, and I'm gonna help this character. But like, the problem with Kelvin is, why? It's like, for all we know, like, all the information we're given, Kelvin was just always like that. Like, all the information we're given is like, yeah, this is normal for Kelvin.
Burns is taking his sweet time.
He's still in the room below you.
What the hell's he doing down there?
Hold on. Scanners are showing Burns isn't alone. Maybe he's linking up with some reinforcements.
Even though he locked everyone out?
It is rather strange.
Well, I'm gonna worry about the devils we know. The RIs from here on out aren't gonna give us a free ride.
You're right.
Alright, yeah, so... It's like, oh yeah, for all we know, this is just normal for Kelvin. And there's nothing wrong with Kelvin. It's like, yeah. Let's see. I have...
That buzzard up there is starting to piss me off.
There should be a Gatling gun off to the left of the Buzzard's position.
Nice. Heading there now.
So yeah, I have like screenshots of like when you start out a game, this is what you do. Like hey, these are the things that you do to get Kelvin to respond. Like you crash Kelvin, there's clearly something not great going on with Kelvin. This is what you do to wake him up, and it's like you like help him up, and then you wave your hand in front of his face, and then what is it? I think then you pull out the pen thing, and you write, and then you write down on a piece of paper that like what you want Kelvin to do. And my problem is that it's sort of like, all right, cool, why? Why was that our course of action? Like, yeah. Like, why did we do that? Like, why do we care? Is this normal for Kelvin? I mean, it's pretty clear that this isn't normal, but we don't know that. And, like, there's just so many unknowns here that it's like, it's kind of hard for me to care. Because of just how many unknowns there are. And in addition, like, I think just in general, let's see, there's also the problem of there wasn't much content released for the game. Like, on release, there was not much content at all. Yeah, there was not much content at all on release. And like, from what I understand, they had a fairly sizable amount of time to develop the game. But like, we didn't get a ton of content. And like, yeah. And also, someone pointed out to me, I didn't know this before, I had not followed the development of the game at all.
I'm opening the interior door now.
Get it done.
But apparently the Sons of the Forest, the map is like, what is it, like 4 times larger than the map of the forest, but it's
I'll
like,
take this.
there's like not a ton of stuff there. There's like not a ton of like locations within that map. The locations that are there are like very small and pretty underwhelming. So there's that problem, and then the story problem, and then the content like, yeah, it's just like this
I'm
game.
pinned down by those 2 laser cannons.
I'm on my way to blow him up now. Hold tight.
Yes, sir.
This game really should not have been released, or like, I wouldn't have said that this game was in early access if I like didn't look at on Steam. I wouldn't have said that this is early access. I would say that this is like, I'll give it credit that this is alpha, that this is beta. This is a beta amount of content. The Sons of Forrest had like an amount of content that like a beta would have. Ah, crap, I died. But it's definitely not an early access game. There's not enough content for me to consider this
I'm pinned down by those 2 laser cannons.
an early access game.
I'm on my way to blow him up now. Hold tight.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, that's kind of just a bit disappointing. It's like, yeah. Also, I feel like just in general, there were a couple things that they could have done a lot better with the map, such as like, it's a set map, so unlike Minecraft, you can actually have like certain big POIs, big point of interests, or points of interest. And that it would make sense to do that. Alright? And I think Subnautica does this pretty well. Grounded does it pretty well. And for Grounded, like, hey, you start off and then you look up, and what do you see? Well, like, you see stuff like the... You see stuff like in Grounded, the, well, the big device. First of all, that's a big one. The device itself that shrunk you. And that's a point of interest. And you see... Let's see, like, and you see the tree, which that's a point of interest. And you see, like pretty early on, you can see the, like, sandbox, a point of interest, and the picnic table, point of interest. And basically, like, from the start, your eye is just naturally drawn.
I know.
Like, from the start, your eye is basically naturally drawn towards these large POIs that are just standing up. There's like big POIs. Like big, huge, standout POIs. And in Subnautica, it's like, oh crap, Subnautica, it's like you start off, and then what do you, like, what's one of the first things you see? You see the wreckage of the Aurora. Like, you see this massive POI, and it's like, cool, that's gonna have loot, that's gonna have progression, that's gonna have answers. Alright? And the same goes for the POIs in Grounded. Like, these things are gonna have loot, progression, answers, like these important things for the game. But then in like Sons of the Forest, you don't have those. They just didn't add like these big important, like these big things, like an important POI that you're drawn towards to basically say, hey, you should progress over to this point. And honestly, I think I would consider that a failure on the part of the game. It's kind of like, why would I progress? Like, what's the reason to? Like, I'm not drawn to go anywhere. I'm just here doing whatever the frick I want. And like, the game doesn't give me a reason to go further. Why? And like, as I explained, like, why do I care?
I'll take this.
So yeah, basically, Sons of Forest
HE is in place.
didn't like it.
Sam, you can't detonate from your current position. You need to get out of the blast radius.
Thanks.
Yeah, so basically, to sum it all up, didn't really like Sons of the Forest. Can I just hop down somewhere? Maybe go this way? No? Okay. Yeah, didn't really like Sons of the Forest. It just did not go.
You're out of the blast radius and clear to detonate.
All right.
Yeah. Did it
Move. We're clear.
On my way now, sir.
just did a lot of
Enemies
things.
closing in from behind you.
Got him.
It did a lot of things. I'm gonna say it just outright wrong. Yeah, just didn't do a lot of things well. Yeah. That's unfortunate, because this was a game with a lot of hype, but like, they could have done a lot with. Like, the world was their oyster, and they made a huge mistake with that. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah. We are 100% gonna have to fight Burns at one point. And that's gonna suck. Oh, man.
I think we're clear.
Rendezvous in front of the door on the second floor. Once the area's clear, I'll open it up.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This one right here. Yeah. No. Yeah.
You know this part of the colony, Grossi?
Yeah, but I have no idea what it's like now.
Better than nothing. Elena, do you have any idea on force strength?
Sam, the electromagnetic interference is building up. I'm not sure how much longer I can provide op support.
Not a good time to be saying that.
I'll do what I can to keep you apprised.
I'm counting on it.
You know, I didn't really get a good look at who Burns was talking to. And I feel like that might have been important.
Opening!
Lock and load. We might have enemies on the other side of that gate.
All set. Open her up! Hoorah!
Get out of the way. Okay, move on in, but proceed with caution.
Oh.
Get me a position on that thing!
Be careful, it's cloaking up.
Stay alert and watch your corner. You should be okay.
You make it sound so easy.
Oh no. Oh no, nutty Christian Viper. Okay. Just walking around and stuff.
Just the kind.
Oh, I thought that chair was the Crystal Viper. Oh, I thought I could have. Oh, it looks like maybe only. No. Bam. Okay. Oh. 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 Well. Bam.
Sam, get out of there!
Oh.
I confirmed the Viper's down.
Get to work on the door then.
Oh. Oh. Wow. Oh man. Confirmed for this KIA. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well. Since the game saved. Yeah, we're 30 minutes in. So, I'm gonna end it off here. Thank you all for watching. As usual, I don't have an outro, so take care and goodbye.